In last lecture we studied about the cyclic structures of glucose as well as fructose molecules. These are monosaccharide groups. Today we are going to study about the disaccharide molecules. In the disaccharide we are going to study about the sucrose, which is having a combination of glucose and fructose molecule. In sucrose it is hydrolyzed. It gives us two molecules, one of glucose molecule and another of fructose molecule. Like this we are going to study about the maltose. Maltose, which is a disaccharide which on hydrolysis gives us two molecules of glucose. Also we are going to study about the lactose, which is known as milk sugar. It is a disaccharide which on hydrolysis gives us one molecule of galactose and one molecule of glucose. In the previous lecture we are having knowledge about the cyclic structure of glucose molecule. I am calling here a cyclic structure of glucose molecule. This one is the cyclic structure of fructose molecule. Here, these two molecules, the hydrogen group is present at right hand side. It is at lower side. This one is the structure of alpha glucose. This one is structure of alpha glucose. I am drawing the structure of beta glucose like this. We are having the knowledge of these two molecules. This one is alpha D glucose and this one is beta D glucose, depending upon the presence of hydrogen group on the aromatic carbon. These are the structures. Like this, in fructose molecule, is the hydrogen group is left hand side. This one is known as beta glucose. The hydrogen group is present at upper side. This one is known as beta glucose, the upper glucose. This one is beta. This one is alpha. This one is alpha. This one is beta. The alpha glucose, alpha D glucose, beta D glucose, alpha D glucose, beta D glucose. These are the structures we studied in last lecture. These are the monosaccharide units which are studied by us in last lecture. Now, in today's lecture we are going to study about the disaccharide units. Disaccharides are those which have the molecular formula C12, H22, O11, which on hydrolysis gives two numbers of monosaccharide units. These are having the linkage between these two monosaccharide units present in disaccharide. It is a glycosidic linkage. This glycosidic linkage is present between the C1. When we observe towards this sucrose as well as maltose as well as lactose, these glycosidic linkage is present between anomeric carbon. Anomeric carbon, which is found newly, this type of compound carbon atoms are known as anomeric carbon, which are having the formation of new chiral centers. We are having the attachment of anomeric carbon, which is C1, to another carbon of the second monosaccharide unit. second monosaccharide molecules. It means we are having the linkages between C1 to another product. Here, firstly this disaccharide, it is a sucrose. Sucrose is have molecular formula C12H22O11, which here on hydrolysis gives us the formation of two monosaccharide units. One is glucose and another is fructose. When we observe the disaccharide sucrose, sucrose is commonly known as table sugar. It is also considered often from cane sugar. It is also present in the sweet wheats. Sucrose is considered as table sugar here. When sucrose is hydrolyzed, we have known that it gives us one molecule of glucose, one molecule of fructose. But when we observe the structures of these sucrose molecule, the disaccharide sucrose is have the linkages. It have the linkages between two molecules, alpha B glucose and beta B fructose. You can also here know that we have to know about the reducing nature of sucrose. Sucrose is it is not reduces it tolerance free agent filling solution, so it is considered as the not it is have the not does not have the reducing nature. It is non-reducing compound. When we observe the structures here, this one is the structure of alpha D glucose. This one is structure of beta D fructose. We are having the attachment of C1 to C2. C1 of glucose molecule to the C2 of fructose molecule. It is these two H2O molecules goes to have the formation of. If we are having the mole of water molecule, these two molecules are attached with each other. So have the formation of sucrose molecule. Here, these two are attached by glycosidic linkage. This linkage is considered as glycosidic linkage. Glycosidic linkage, which is present in 1 to 2 alpha 1 to 2 alpha 1 to 2 alpha 1 to 2 1 2 number second number card. This one is the structure of sucrose molecule. When we observe this sucrose molecule, actually when we having the discussion about the rotation of the angle of these mixtures, sucrose molecule when it is mixed in the water molecule, and we are having the rotation, have to know about the rotations. Sucrose molecule is dextrorotating. Sucrose is dextrorotating. Dextrorotated. It have the dextrorotation. We mix the compounds with the sucrose molecule in when we pass the flame polarized light, we are having the change in the angle of flame polarized light towards right hand side. So it must be dextrorotating. But when sucrose is hydrolyzed, it gives us one molecule of glucose and one molecule of fructose. One molecule of glucose and one molecule of fructose. Glucose and fructose molecule. When sucrose is hydrolyzed, it becomes fluorotated. The solution becomes fluorotated. Why? The rotation, the dextrorotation of glucose molecule, it is 52.50 degree. the lever rotation of fructose molecule is 92.40 degree. It means we are having the lever rotation is more than the dextro rotation. So this sucrose on hydrolysis it is converted into invert sugar. Invert sugar. It changes the angle. Sucrose it is dextrorotatory, but the obtaining products, the prepared product, the yielding products are have the lever rotation due to the more lever rotation of a fructose molecule in the comparison of the glucose molecule. So it is considered as the invert sugar. Sucrose is converted into invert sugar by hydrolysis. These are the molecules of the knowledge of sucrose molecule we are studying here. Sucrose it is dextrorotatory, it is invert sugar. And when we observe the actual presence of the carbonyl carbons, aldehydes group are which are present in glucose molecules. Here the carbonyl carbons, ammonium carbon is directly attached with the glycosidic linkage by with this C2 of the fructose molecule. So we are not having any free aldehydic or carbonyl carbon here. So sucrose it is non-reducing in nature. It is non-reducing in nature. We got it? Now the next it is maltose. So the next disaccharide, it is maltose. Maltose, when it is hydrolyzed, it uses on hydrolysis. It uses the formation of two molecules of glucose. Two molecules of glucose. Maltose, it is having the combination. This one is the disaccharide which has a combination of two molecules of or two monosaccharides of alpha D glucose. It is having the combination of two molecules of alpha D glucose. These are two molecules, two monosaccharide units of glucose are having the presence of glycosidic linkage at alpha 1 to 4. Generally, these maltose molecules or this the maltose disaccharide, it is prepared from the partial hydrolysis of starch. Partial hydrolysis of starch it takes place to have the formation of these maltose molecules. This involves the two monosaccharide units. First one it is alpha D glucose and second is also alpha D glucose. These two molecules are having the glycosidic linkage between C1 of one monosaccharide unit of glucose with C4 of the another unit of glucose molecule. This one is the structure of maltose. Simple आहे structure of maltose. त्याच्यामध्ये आपण having the presence of the alpha linkage, glycosidic linkage. glycosidic linkage between C1 to C4. It means we are having alpha 1 to 4 glycosidic linkage in the molecule of maltose. Alpha D glucose, alpha D glucose. These two are joined with each other by glycosidic linkage at C1 of one monosaccharide to C4 of another monosaccharide unit. These are joined by the formation of the maltose disaccharide. When we observe towards the presence of free aldehydic group in maltose disaccharide, we are having the C1, the carbon number 1 of the another monosaccharide unit of glucose molecule. It is found free in nature. So, maltose it is a reducing sugar. It is reducing in nature. Reducing in nature. Maltose is reducing nature. It is have the free aldehyde group. It found the free aldehyde group at this C1. So it must be reducing in nature. This one is the structure of maltose molecule. Now, the third disaccharide, it is lactose. Lactose, which is known as commonly milk sugar. It have the formation of two monosaccharide units on hydrolysis that are galactose and glucose. It on hydrolysis gives us one monosaccharide galactose and another monosaccharide glucose. Lactose on hydrolysis gives us galactose and glucose. Then we observe the lactose, which is commonly known as milk sugar. It have the linkage between, it is commonly known as milk sugar. It is have the common linkages between the corresponding beta D galactose as well as beta D glucose. It have the linkage between beta D galactose and beta D glucose molecule. Beta D glucose and beta D galactose. When we draw the structure of this disaccharide unit, we are having the linkages here at C1 to C4, or we can say it alpha 1 to 4 glycosidic linkage. Glycosidic bond is present in this molecule of lactose. When we draw the structure, of beta D galactose. The beta D galactose क्या है? It is the epimer of glucose molecule. epimer. बीटा म्हणजे OH वरच्या बाजूला this one is the beta D glucose molecule. When we are have the change in the presence of hydrogen group at one chiral center, this one is having the change of this. This one is the molecule of glucose, and when we have the molecule of glucose. Beta D, beta स्लॅग opposite. The दोन molecule मध्ये changes बघा, we are having the change only at the fourth number carbon. 1, 2, 3, fourth number carbon is have the presence of hydrogen group exactly opposite with the glucose molecule. When we are having the these two consideration about these two are the epimers of each other. Epimers म्हणतात आपण यांना. जसं आपण anomers किंवा म्हणलं आपण alpha D glucose and beta D glucose, these are two are anomers of each other which are formed due to the formation of new chiral center at this C1. When we have the presence of hydrogen group at right hand side, it is considered as alpha D glucose. When we have the presence of hydrogen group at left hand side on the aromatic carbon, it is considered as beta D glucose. These two alpha D glucose and beta D glucose are anomers of each other. And when we observe the structures of beta D glucose and beta D galactose molecule, we are having the change. We are having only the change in the position of the hydrogen group at only one chiral center. This one is the epimer. The galactose is epimer of glucose molecule. These have only change in the presence of hydrogen group at only one chiral change. One chiral. फक्त एकाच कायरल सेंटरवर ज्यावेळेस चेंजेस असतात त्यावेळेस ते इपिमर असतात किंवा ज्यावेळेस प्रेझेंट असताना हायड्रोजन ग्रुपचे प्रेझेंट असताना किंवा जे कायरल सेंटर्स आहेत त्याच्यामध्ये जर चेंजेस असतील तर दॅट आर कन्सिडर्ड ॲज इपिमर्स ऑफ इच अदर अँड गॅलॅक्टोज मॉलिक्यूल इज an epimer of glucose molecule. Beta D galactose, beta D glucose. These two are epimers of each other, and we are having the glycosidic linkage between these two. C1 of beta D galactose and C4 of beta D glucose. These two are having the presence of glycosidic linkage in them. Glycosidic linkage, alpha linkage, or we can say glycosidic bond. This type of glycosidic bonds are present in the maltose, in the lactose molecule, which is a milk sugar. Alpha beta D galactose, beta D glucose. These are the structure. This one is the structure of lactose molecule, which is a milk sugar. When we observe towards the presence of the carbon and carbon or reactive group present in glucose molecule, it is found to be free in the nature, so it must be reducing the sugar. Reducing sugar. So these are the some disaccharide molecules which are studied by us in the lecture. We studied the disaccharide sucrose, which have the combination of alpha D glucose and beta D fructose. We are studying about the maltose, which have the combination of two molecules of alpha D glucose, and we are having the study of lactose, which is commonly known as milk sugar, which have a combination of beta D galactose and beta D glucose molecules. These disaccharides, in these disaccharides, when we observe the sucrose, it is non-reducing in nature, and maltose and lactose both are reducing in nature due to presence of the free aldehyde or carbonyl group. Now, the next term, it is the polysaccharides. In the polysaccharides, we are having the study of starch, cellulose, as well as glycogen. When we observe the polysaccharides are those which are have a large number of monosaccharide units combined with each other by glycosidic linkages. Firstly, the starch. Starch, it is a polysaccharide of glucose molecule. Polysaccharides. In these polysaccharides, we firstly going to study about the starch. Starch is have two types of linkages present between the molecule of starch. In the molecule of starch, we are having the two types of glycosidic linkage. It is alpha 1 to 4 as well as alpha 1 to 6. Actually, the starch contains two types of compound, two types of saccharides, two types of monomeric units or two types of polymeric structures are present between starch. First one, it is amylose. Amylose, the general molecule C6H10O5 N, large number of glucose units are combined with each other by glycosidic linkage to have the formation of structure of starch. In these in this starch we are having two types. First one, it is two types of linkages. First one having this alpha 1 to 4, which is present in amylose, as well as alpha 1 to 4 and alpha 1 to 6 in amylopectin. Firstly, amylose structure. Simple आहे. अल्फा आहे, structures. I am going here the structures of alpha D glucose molecule. Amylose contains a straight chain of alpha D glucose molecules. We are having the glycosidic linkage alpha 1 to 4. Alpha 1 to 4. This is the long chain compound amylose. This will be the structure of amylose, which have the presence of glycosidic linkage between alpha 1 to 4. And when we observe the amylopectin, I am drawing the structure of amylopectin. This one is the structure of amylose. These have a long straight chain of glucose molecules combined with each other by glycosidic linkage at C1 and C4. This one is amylose structure. The amylopectin structure, it is having both types of linkages, alpha 1 to 4 and alpha 1 to 6. I am drawing the structure. This one here. Structure of amylopectin, which have the presence of alpha 1 to 4. Also, these have the branching like this. Here from this carbon, we are having the removal of okay. Here the alpha 1 to 4 glycosidic linkage. This one is the chain of glucose monosaccharides. This chain, it is attached. These two chains. Observe the structure of amylopectin. These two chains are attached to each other at the C1 with the C6. C1, C6, or you can say alpha 1 to 6 glycosidic linkage. These all have the C1 to C4, which means alpha 1 to 4. It means both amylose structure and the amylose structure is contains the alpha 1 to 4 glycosidic linkage here in amylopectin. In amylopectin, we are having the branches which are joined by each other, alpha 1 to 6 glycosidic linkage. सिंपल आहे, स्ट्रक्चर लक्षात घ्या. ॲम्युलोज स्ट्रेट चेनच्या फॉर्म मध्ये असतं आणि ॲम्युलोपेक्टिन ब्रांचच्या फॉर्म मध्ये प्रेझेंट असतं. ॲम्युलोज इट इज contains the starch molecule contains at about 20% amylose structures, which is water soluble, and 80% amylopectin structure. It is water soluble. This one is water insoluble. 80% amylopectin is present in the structure of starch, and 20% amylose is present in the structure of corresponding amylopectin in the starch molecule. This one is the structure of polysaccharide starch, which have both these two amylose, the straight chain of long straight chain of glucose molecule combined with each other by alpha 1 to 4 glycosidic linkage is known as amylose. And amylose, this is also a chain of amylose, this one is also a chain of amylose, chain of glucose molecule. These two are also considered separately when we study it. These two are also this one is also structure of amylose. This one is also structure of amylose. but these are two structure of aminos are have attachment by the alpha 1 to 6 glycosidic linkage. So it is generally when we consider the amylopectin, it is the structure of starch molecule. You got it? Now the next polysaccharide, it is the corresponding cellulose. Cellulose, it is present in the plant. The plants have the presence of cellulose. Cellulose is have the attachment of this one is this generally this one is the straight chain polymer of the beta D glucose molecules, which have the linkages beta 1 to 4. Beta 1 to 4. For drawing here the structure of now listen carefully. The amylopectin structures are present in glycogen. When we observe towards the polysaccharide glycogen, which is considered as the animal starch, it have the presence of structure of amylopectin. The glycogen is have the molecules like amylopectin in the structure. Glycogen, which is known as animal starch, which on hydrolysis gives us the glucose molecules, which have the structure like amylopectin, but it have the more number or large number of the branches in the comparison of amylopectin structure. This like the amylopectin structure where they have the structure of glycogen, but more number of the branches are present. These are also having the attachment of alpha 1 to 4, alpha 1 to 6 type of glycosidic linkages. But the glycogen is have the more number of branches. So this one is the structure like this one is the structure of also glycogen polysaccharide. Now we are going to study about the cellulose structure, which have the structure of the beta D fructose molecules, which are combined by beta 1 to 4 glycosidic linkage. Animal starch glycogen आहे म्हणजे सेल्युलोज वापरते त्या सगळ्या वनस्पतीमध्ये प्रेझेंट असतात, which is the weighted part of the plant's cell wall. Cellulose. The next polysaccharide is cellulose, which have the presence of molecules of beta D glucose, which have the linkage C1 with C4. This type of linkage is considered as beta 1 to 4 linkage. Beta 1 to 4 glycosidic bonds. The general coordinate is same, C12, H22, C6, H10, O5. Yeah. When we observe the structure of the corresponding cellulose, I am drawing here the structure of beta D glucose. बीटा म्हणजे OH वरच्या बाजूला. We are having the attachment of C1 with C4. C1 with the C4 by the glycosidic linkage. So this the type of linkage is present in the molecule of cellulose, which have the glycosidic linkage between beta 1 to 4. 1 to 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? C1 to C4. The linkage is considered as beta 1 to 4. This one is the structure of cellulose, which have the large number of beta D glucose molecules are combined with each other by the glycosidic linkage beta 1 to 4. So today we are studying about the disaccharides of sucrose, maltose, lactose, these disaccharide structures. Also we are studying the structures of polysaccharides, where we study the structure of starch, where we study the structure of cellulose, where we have the knowledge about the glycogen structure, glycogen which is animal starch, which have the structure like amylopectin. So these are the carbohydrates, disaccharides and polysaccharides. Thank you.